Tucker set to boom this one away. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yeah.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Practice game right now, babe. And then the real shit.
Oh, okay. I'm tuned in.
Huh? Yeah?
I said I'm tuned in.
Okay.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
What?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time,
Yo,
they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember,
Yogi?
quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have
a
puck
tucker
roll
roll
that
Say
they
what's
can
up to
fall back
everybody,
on
man.
anymore.
That'd be nice, real quick. Come back.
Yeah, I was doing the community thing and then I finished that.
What community thing?
What they had put up in the community.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you about that in a minute, later. We're on YouTube right now.
I know. Alright, I'll be right back.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. First carry for the Hall of Famer. It's the boss, Jerome Bettis. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Right back to him on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Deion Sanders up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. It's caught. Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion, and defensively an opportunity slips away.
Here we go. Check 16.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. DeMarcus Ware able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Roethlisberger will throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a pitch out to Williams. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
They begin the drive with Williams. And shedding through the tackle. He finds an opening past the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Williams. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
Now they'll throw it with Marino. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Leopard. Leopard. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they boot it through, and now we're all square after 2 quarters of play.
And what's that great term you taught me? They're level, right? They got back to level. Now they get to go back in the locker room, regroup, and start over in the second half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll throw on first down with Marino. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Marino will look to throw on first. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A gain of 32 that time. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On the toss, here's Williams. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They get it to him running left, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 9-yard touchdown run, and the Rams are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3.
Let's go, baby.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, to something to get you off to a quick start.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Ware in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. It's Roethlisberger. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Ricky Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Bettis. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, they'll run with Bettis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. They'll dump this complete to the bus. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Bettis. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down, eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. DeMarcus Ware getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now it's Marino. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get it.
Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Ben going to give it to Williams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. The left side completion to Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Here we go now.
And Marino actually going to look to throw it. The 20, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Out of the gun, it's Marino. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it,
Are you ready for the real energy now?
Yeah, let's go. Send me an invite.
Alright, give me a second. You bagged out your shit over.
Huh? What?
You bagged out.
What happened?
You out yet?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, hold up.
Fucking ready, man.
Alright, ready? Okay. You got the invite, bro? Fine. Yo.
Yo. Yo, you there?
I sent you another invite, bro. It said you left or some shit. I don't know. I just sent another invite.
Alright. Yeah. Uh-huh. Man.
Really? Bro.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First carry now for Ricky Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
On second down, here's Marino throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Marino looking to throw on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A run. This is Bettis. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Let's go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Deion Sanders, the one to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He completes it to Julio Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Focus. Set. Blue 30. Corner. Big. 8.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Now Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Yeah, Sanders now to return. Oh, a nice spin. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st down, Marino. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Marino. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. 20. Touchdown, L.A. Ricky Williams, 49 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Snickers! Snickers! AB! 3 down. These 2. 6, 8.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Jack 16. 55.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Snickers, 66. Double bump. Back 55. Squirrel! Let's go, D. Tighten up. Jack 16. Kings.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Snickers. Monday. Time. Black 80. Black 55. Right there in the middle. AV.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Going top shelf for Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there. And they're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Sanders. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Over! Watch it now, Barney! Leopard!
2nd and 10, Marino once more. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. Marino and Rice hook up for a big one. 61 yards.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Able to spin free. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Lorenzo Neal taking it in. And the Rams add on to their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you
I know.
Get to the red zone, let alone
live
not
streaming?
even put points on the board.
Yeah. Go
Just
on
take a deep
YouTube.
breath,
Yeah.
relax,
Okay.
try and figure out what is
I'll
working
keep
and
quiet.
call more of that.
Okay. No, it doesn't matter.
Big Ben and the
thing.
Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll roll him out right. They'll dump this complete to the bus. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain. Because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 43 yards. Throwing now. Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. as his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Derek Brooks. It's a foot race. The 30. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And the Rams getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Detroit! Detroit! Check. Over!
They'll throw on first down with Marino. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Detroit!
Second and 10 now. Marino. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over!
From midfield now, Marino. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half.
Detroit,
First and 10.
Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Marino looks to toss it again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. There he goes, right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it 24-13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much, though.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Marino. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Detroit!
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You
Game!
And you run with it.
Let's go, man!
Pump all week in your own home
Fucking
facility.
go, man!
No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right
Fucking
here in this
go!
room. And then you go on the road,
Huh?
band together,
Yo,
and get
Potts!
Huh?
Yo, Potts!
Yeah, I'm watching, man.
What the fuck we do over here in New York, baby?
So that'll do it from here
Huh?
for Charles
That was
Davis
for the
and the rest
money.
of our crew.
$25.
You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team
Let's
on
go.
EA Sports. For more,
Let's
check us
fucking
out
go.
at easports.com/Madden. With
So I'm
that, we
talking
sign
about,
off
baby?
from Heinz Field.
Huh? For the money. Let's go. YouTube. Do you see what I did?
Yeah, I saw the end. I'm still watching.
It's over. Ain't no more to it.
I know. I'm watching whatever left on here. I'll back out.
YouTube, I'm out.